Hi guys, it's Tracy, and today I am back with another Talk Tubesday, and I haven't done one of these in a while, and I had a few people reach out to me on Instagram and wanted to know my opinion, since everybody in the world seems to have had an opinion in a video. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've been living under a rock, because there was a whole SHIT storm that came down upon mainly Laura Lee, it seems at this point, as well as someone named Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon, and Manny MUA. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I mostly do video related content, and every once in a while I'll throw a Talk Tubesday in and talk about relevant things that are happening amongst the YouTube world. So, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I'll get this out of the way really quick. I have on my eyes the new Milani palette, and this is the one called Pure Passion. And then on my lids, I have this Milani, one of their eye toppers, and this is in 04 Starlights. And then on my lips, I have a new Revlon lipstick. It's in the color 049 Rise Up Rose. It's that color. Just a nudie kind of mauve color. And then I found a way to make this metallic Smashbox liquid lipstick or gloss. I don't know if it's a gloss or a liquid lipstick, but I find that I can use it if I just put it over something else. So I am able to make this work, and it looks decent, so I was happy to figure out a way to use that. As always, we have co-host here, Mister. He's gonna chime in if he feels the need, but let's get going on what I was talking about. So this person, Gabriel, I don't watch him, don't know. I don't watch any of these people, actually. He tweeted out a picture while the four of them were on a brand trip with NARS, and the caption on the photo said something like, BITCH is bitter because we're better off without him. Well, all four of these people used to be really good friends with Jeffree Star. The two, Laura and Manny, were really, really close with him, and Jeffree helped them with launching their makeup lines and getting, I know for sure, Manny in contact with the lab that Jeffree uses, and he did a collab with Manny on his Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So they both really, really used him, and he has said that in videos and things on the internet, that they had all used him for, you know, what he could do for them, and they basically used him for subscribers and, you know, to get a following. So none of them are friends now, and that person, Gabriel, sent this message out on Instagram, I think it was, and the backlash started in waves. And he then took I don't know if he took the photo down before or after, but he made a comment, Gabriel, on his Instagram or Twitter, and it said something like, imagine standing a racist. And if you don't know what standing means, it's and stan is like a super fan of someone. So like you're a stan, like if you're a stan of Jeffree Star, it means you like them a lot. So he's saying to people like, oh, imagine that, like all these people that are loving Jeffree Star and he's such a racist. And then someone replied to that, said, imagine like profusely apologizing for that mistake for over 10 years and people still holding it against you. And then Gabriel started saying that no one knows Jeffree. I was with him all the time, and he always used, you know, N-words and racial slurs and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, this and that. And it's like, well, why were you friends with him? And he says like, oh, I thought my positivity could rub off on him and all this. I didn't believe any of that. So basically, then he ended up taking down everything. You know, these people tweet and delete, Instagram and delete. So, but you know, there's always somebody on the internet that's captured it forever. Even if you erase it, it's not gone. So then, you know, just everybody just went insane. So then they kind of used Gabriel, I guess, as the sacrificial lamb, because he was the one that was like, you know, he posted the picture, but then Laura and Manny both liked the picture on his Instagram, and then they tried to backtrack and say that, oh, they didn't read the caption, and it was a picture of the four of them flipping the camera off, like all four of them, and then he puts that caption which was referencing to Jeffree Star. And so they both liked the photo, and then they tried to say that they didn't read it and that they didn't know what you know he put out there, and I don't believe any of that. I believe they all had full knowledge of what the plan was for that picture. And then they tried to say, oh no, we were just copying the Kylie Jenner birthday photo where they were all flipping the camera off, and like, no one believes it. So that was what started this storm of everything. So when Gabriel said about, you know, fanning over someone that's a racist, and then that person replied back that Jeffree has apologized. So he has profusely apologized for, you know, it's been over 10 years now, and I think he's changed. I don't dislike him. And like I said, I haven't watched Laura Lee or Manny. They were not, you know, my cup of tea. So then, you know, Poindexter's on the internet. They went back through Laura's and Manny's and Nikita's. They went back through all these tweets, and then they started coming. Gabriel had a tweet where he said the N-word, you know, using my fake sunglasses or taking pictures. I don't know what it was. So they all had racist stuff in their past. And Nikita had said some stuff about you know, that child that, like something about a child, and that's why child abuse started. And then something else about your kid's ugly, so all I'm trying to say is you won't have to worry about pedophiles. And she made other, you know, comments, and then they start digging in on Laura Lee, and she had made some comment about a tip for black people: if you pull your pants up, you can run faster from the police. And I mean, everybody was just like, what in the world? And I think there was some other stuff. I can't even keep track of it all. They all had stuff in their past. So this Gabriel guy, he got it all going and dug it all up with what he sent out. And then Laura deleted her Twitter account for a while, and then she brought it back up, and she had deleted like 30-some thousand tweets. So then she was trying to say that tweets were fake and that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, well, now we can't even go to check because she deleted all this stuff. So they just kept going in on her. And the only one that even apologized to Jeffree was Gabriel, and he just said, like, at Jeffree Star, I'm really sorry, it's been an eye-opening 24 hours, and that was all he said. And then Laura Lee finally yesterday came out, I guess, with an apology, and it was full of editing and cutting and splicing and just all this craziness, and it was like a 4-minute and 50-some second apology video, and basically all she did was fake cry. She made a few tears come, but I mean, she even made the apology about her. She didn't state what she was apologetic for. And then I think she did say, oh, I'm sorry to Jeffree Star. And, you know, she didn't address the people that her tweets had hurt, you know, the things that she was saying. She never even like said, if you're a person of color or a black person and that offended you and it hurt you, I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. She didn't, you know, even as a kid, we're taught, like, no, you can't just say, I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? I can remember that as a kid, and I hated having to apologize and to say what I was sorry for. So everybody's like ripping that apart, and people aren't having it. They're not buying it. It's, you know, it's just, it's a bad thing. So far, Laura Lee has lost $340,000 1,000 subscribers. She was over 5 million subscribers, and now she's at 4 million, 4.6 or something, 7, somewhere. She's lost over 300,000 subscribers. So people are not having it. They are not believing what she's trying to sell. And I'm sure she probably made that apology video because she could see her career imploding. Because BoxyCharm CEO Joseph, he came out and he said, we don't stand for that. We didn't know about that. And we definitely will not be having her in any of our other boxes. And, you know, no. So BoxyCharm spoke out, and I have heard that Ulta is not going to be selling her products. She had just made a deal with Ulta to have her products in their stores or online. And now Ulta, I believe they have said they aren't going to do it, or they have put it on halt until they figure things out. But I can't imagine that they would go ahead and go through with still carrying it, because I guess Ipsy is one that works with the Gabriel guy, and people were sending Ipsy messages saying if they don't get rid of him as their spokesperson that they would unsubscribe. And just so I'm pretty sure that apology was an apology of, oh my God, like there goes my career, because people, you know, it just did not seem sincere. She was just boohoo crying, like boohoo for me, sorry for me, you know, like I'm sure she's probably devastated now that she, you know, and the tweets that people were referring to are from 6 years ago, and then she tried to blame it on, oh, she was from a small town in Alabama, and like she didn't know. And please, we all went to school, we all got the same kind of, you know, education, history, Martin Luther King Day, we all know. Everybody knows, especially in the South. I would think you would know. So that's what she blamed that on. And then another thing in her apology that people are like, oh, wait, hold up a minute. She, in her apology video, was like, I retweeted some stuff. No, it was not a retweet. She wrote those words and tweeted it. It was not a retweet. So people are calling her out on that. Like, oh no, those were your words. You didn't retweet that from anywhere. So this has just been a whole, I'm sure, a nightmare for all of them. But it seems that Laura Lee is taking the brunt of the fallout, I guess you could say. I think Manny's lost like 50, 60,000 subscribers maybe. And then the other two, Gabriel and Nikita, people aren't really talking about them. And it's mostly, it's Laura Lee who they are coming for. And Manny's keeping silent. He's not made any kind of statement except to apologize to a little girl that he made faces to behind her back at a meet and greet with Jeffrey last year, and he's apologized for that. But he hasn't apologized for the picture. He hasn't tried to come to Laura Lee's defense. I mean, nobody is sticking by Laura. So I wouldn't be surprised if none of the four of them are friends by the time this is over. And I'm sure they're all probably scrambling to save their own selves, because if you lose all your subscribers, and I'm pretty sure there aren't going to be any brands that are going to work with them. People started messaging NARS saying these people were on a NARS trip that you paid for, and this is what they did. And NARS is just like, probably, I think that NARS stopped following them or something. I think I heard that somewhere. I'm not a drama channel. I don't like have receipts and save stuff, but a few people wanted to know what I thought, so I thought I would tell you what I thought. So yeah, I think Laura is getting the brunt of the fallout. Like I said, I think it's like 340,000 subscribers. Like I have 250 subscribers. That's like 500 times what I have. So I can't imagine that any brands are going to want to work with them. And before Laura Lee's apology, she uploaded a freaking trying makeup from Supernova. And people are like, are you kidding me? You're uploading a makeup video? Like, and I'm thinking, don't these people have PR people that they can get advice on of how to make an apology video? You don't sit there and cry and act like a fool, and you should have just went on camera, made the video, said, you guys, this is what happened. I am so sorry. That was 6 years ago. I've grown personally a lot in those 6 years, and I have, I'm a changed person, and I am so sorry for saying this. I'm so sorry for saying this. And lay it out of what you said and why you're sorry for it. And like, it was a 5-minute video. Why couldn't she just get on and talk and upload the video? I do that all the time. Most of my videos are not edited. I shoot it, and if it's got something in it that I don't want, or I think I will either scrap the video or I'll, try to edit it a little bit. But most of my videos are just, I sit down, I talk, it's one take, and that's it. So for a 5-minute apology video, I don't understand why she felt the need to have so many, editings in that video. So anyway, nobody's having her apology. Nobody believes it. Manny's staying silent. He's not like coming to her defense. And I'm waiting for this Gabriel guy to come out and say, hold on a minute. We all agreed when I tweeted, or when I put the picture on Instagram, they all knew what was going up and they all knew what it said. So I don't know why he hasn't done that yet, but if he's smart, he will do that, because I don't believe that they didn't know what he put up or what the caption said, especially when Laura and Manny both liked the photo. So that was how the whole thing started, and it's just gone downhill from there. So there are, Manny and Laura are the two bigger influencers, and they're the ones, but Laura is the main one that's just, boom, lost so much, so many subscribers. And I mean, she brought it on herself. When you're in the public eye, you better watch what you say, because somebody's going to dig it up, whether you delete it or not. Like, the internet's forever, So I guess a lot of times people don't realize that, and maybe they don't realize the things that they say that are very, very hurtful. And, that kind of stuff is not okay. And you can't be a public figure to millions and millions of people, and lots of them probably kids, and say things like that. So I think she deserves everything that's happening to her. And she only has herself to blame, and just the way she's come back at this is like, oh, it's because I'm from Alabama. No, it's not. It's because that's how you felt, and you thought it was a funny little thing. So anyhow, that's my take on it. I don't believe her apology. I don't believe that the four of them didn't agree on that caption when they mailed that or Instagram that picture out to their millions and millions of followers. So I think they deserve what they're getting. And Laura just seems to be getting the most hate out of everybody. I'm not sure if that, well, she had probably the most subscribers. I think she had more than Manny, or maybe they had about the same. I'm not even sure, because I don't follow any of them. But that's what I think about that whole little situation. I think that she's getting what she deserves, and she should be more humble and come out with an apology where she's not crying and, blubbering and all that. And she needs to state what she's sorry for. See, she could ask me and I can help her with her apology. I was good at that because I got in trouble a lot when I was a kid. But I mean, yeah, there's been all kind, even Peter Mon, he's like offered up, hey, this is what you should do or should say, and like, contact me, I'll help you. Like, I mean, I don't understand why that was the apology that she decided to go with, because it was not good. It made her look even dumber than, and she needs to, I think, lay low for a while and then come back with a new apology with herself composed, whether she, has to do it by herself, need her husband by her side, maybe she needs Manny by her side, I don't know, but she definitely needs to come up with a better apology than what she did. And Manny definitely needs to come up with an apology to Jeffrey and to anybody else that, he may have hurt. I can't remember if he had any kind of tweets that, had anything in them. But I know for sure most of it was for Laura. And she's losing subscribers, so I'm sure she sees all those deals going downhill. No brand sponsors, no sponsored trips anymore, no goodie bags, because I can't imagine that the companies are going to want to work with them, because a company with millions of customers, if they decide to work with this one YouTuber and all those customers don't like it, they can end up being in the hot seat for supporting that YouTuber. So most of the time, I think when things like that happen, brands just distance themselves because they don't want to get caught up in the, storm of everything coming down on them. So I'm sure she sees all of her opportunities and all her hard work going, out the door. But maybe she'll learn a lesson and be able to come back from this and, be okay. But I don't know. So those are my thoughts on that subject. Let me know down below what you guys think, how you took things, and what you think of all of the 4 of these people, and about Laura getting the brunt of the backlash. And yeah, so that's what I was thinking on my end here. A couple people had asked me, and I thought, oh well, we can make a Talk Tubesday. Haven't done one of those in a while. So that is my video for today. If you like these videos and you like Talk Tubesdays, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell to be notified of future uploads. And if there are any other topics that you want me to talk about, leave them in the comments. So I hope you guys are all having a great day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.